Good morning, students. Today we will study our fourth lesson of EVS, and the name of the lesson is We Need Clothes. In this chapter, we will learn that why do we need clothes, what are clothes made up of, different types of clothes according to the seasons, and how can we take care of our clothes. So let's start. So children, we wear different types of clothes. But have you ever thought why do we wear clothes? We wear clothes to cover our body. Suppose you are going somewhere in rainy season or you have to go somewhere in cold winter season. Then what will you do? You will wear a raincoat when you have to go somewhere in rainy season. Whereas if you have to go somewhere in winter season, then you will wear a sweater and scarf. So it means we wear clothes to cover our body, and clothes protect us from heat, rain, cold, and wind. They also protect us from insect bites. And suppose you have to go in a party, then what will you do? You will wear a good looking cloth. It means if we have to look good, then we need to wear neat and clean cloth. Clothes make us look good. Now children, long time ago, people did not wear clothes. Do you know how they kept themselves covered? Earlier, we were not able to make clothes. So, early man used leaves and skins of animals to cover their body. But nowadays, we can make different types of clothes. And what are clothes made up of? Clothes are made up of fibers. Now, what are fibers? Fibers are thin, hair-like materials, and the clothes are made up of that hair-like materials. That is called fibers. There are two types of fibers. First is natural fibers and second is man-made fibers. Now, what are natural fibers? Fibers that are obtained from plants or animals are called natural fibers. For example, cotton and jute. These are the fibers that we get from the plants. We get cotton from cotton plants and it is used to make shirts, t-shirts, kurtas, frocks, etc. Similarly, we get jute from the stem of the jute plant and it is used to make bags, ropes, mats, etc. These are the fibers that we get from the plants. Now the next one is fibers that we get from animals. Wool and silk are fibers that we get from animals and they are called animal fibers. Because we get wool from sheep and goats and it is used to make woolen cloths such as sweaters, caps, etc. And similarly, we get silk from silkworms and silk is used to make saris, scarves, etc. Silk is a soft and shiny type of cloth. Now the next one is man-made fibers. Fibers that are made by man are called man-made fibers. For example, nylon, rayon and polyester. These are the examples of man-made fibers and these are used to make cloths and other things. Now children, these are the synthetic fibers. Even then these are used. Do you know why? There are few advantages of man-made fibers. For example, they are more durable than natural fibers. As we all know, cotton is a natural fiber, but it doesn't last for long time. Whereas man-made fibers last for long time. It means they are more durable than natural fibers. They are also cheaper than natural fibers. It means they cost less that anyone can buy it. Man-made fibers can be washed easily, whereas natural fibers cannot be washed easily. Man-made fibers dry quickly after being washed, whereas natural fibers don't dry quickly after being washed. Now, children, come to the next point. Children, we wear different types of clothes, and it depends upon the seasons, the work we do, and the place we live. Suppose you are living in a place that is hot, then you will use cotton clothes as they absorb sweat from our body and keep us cool in summer season. Whereas we wear woolen cloths in winter, or people usually wear woolen cloths in cold places. But why? Because woolen cloths are thick to wear and they keep us warm in winter season. And at places where it snows, people wear cloths made up of animals' fur because these types of cloths keep them warm in snow areas. In rainy season, we usually wear raincoats and gumboots. We also carry an umbrella while going out. But why do we use these things? Because these things are made up of plastic, which is a waterproof. Now, what is the meaning of waterproof? Waterproof means something that cannot be affected by water, something that keeps the water away. If you will use an umbrella or a raincoat, then it will keep the water away from you and keep you dry. Now, children, what kind of clothes do you wear when you go to school? I hope you all know it's your school uniform. Just as we wear a uniform to school, some people also wear special clothes at work. For example, doctors, nurses, firemen, policemen, etc. They also wear different types of clothes and that is their uniform. It means uniforms are the special kinds of clothes that are worn by the people of different jobs. For example, a doctor wears white coat always. A fireman or a policeman wears khaki dress. And children also wear school uniforms when they go to school. Children, clothes help us in many ways. But how can we take care of our clothes? As we know, different clothes are made up of different materials. Some are made up of cotton, some are made up of silk, some are made up of nylon and rayon. So, first of all, if you want to take care of your clothes, then you need to wash them properly to remove the dirt and sweat. And after then, you need to dry them properly before wearing them again. And the next step is iron. If you will iron your cloth, then your cloth will give a neat look. Some cloths need special care. For example, woolen and silk cloths, because they can be easily attacked by insects such as moth and silverfish. But how can we take care of these types of cloths? We can store them in dry place, and we can also use mothballs or neem leaves to keep them away from the insects. Suppose you are keeping your cloth in your almirah, then if you will keep mothballs with them, then insects cannot attack them. Woolen and silk cloths are very delicate, soft, and expensive. So, these should be washed with a mild detergent, or they can be dry cleaned also. Now, children, what is the meaning of dry clean? Dry clean means washing the clothes without using water. And what are mothballs? Mothballs are small white balls with a strong smell, and they are kept in almirahs among the clothes to keep the insects away. Now, children, I have a homework for you. You have to draw different types of clothes according to the seasons. For example, first you will write summer season, and then you have to think first, and then you will draw the clothes that you usually wear in summer season. After then you will write the second one, winter season, and then you will draw the clothes that you wear in winter season, and then rainy season, and then you will draw the things and the clothes that you use in rainy season. So I hope you all will do your homework properly and learn the keywords and the important